Hi, everybody. How are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen. I just want to say thank you for all your comments and emails. Shout out especially to Helki in France. I just appreciate like all the positive feedback and for thanking me for taking the time to do these because it matters to me, to show up and keep educating you on energy. And um, someone told me the other day that energy work is so impactful for your life. It's such a solution. And so I really want to be somebody who can explain more clearly what that means and help make it a practical solution for you. Um, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what are blocks, what are negative energy blocks that can be really affecting you and you want to get rid of them. And I want to just say for me and for my clients, I've had clients in my business for the past 5 years, thousands of people I've worked with all over the world, in almost every continent. And I have seen the power of what clearing negative energy can do to create a positive impact on pretty much any area of your life. And I want to start by just explaining that your energy, what we call your energy, what is that? Well, it's your aliveness, but also it's not just the spark of life or the spark of God that you are. Your energy is the soul that you are. And a lot of people don't realize that just like you have a personal identity of a personality as a human, the human that you were born as this lifetime, you also have a soul personality because your soul could have lived many lifetimes. I maintain that's so true just from doing my work and watching energy and the things that have helped me heal. One thing that helped me was past life work. Um, it's so real. And yet I'm Catholic, yet I work with energy, yet I align with a lot of Buddhist values. And I think that the more I look at the energy world, the more I realize that all those boundaries are created by us and they're not even real. So you can believe a lot of things, expand your awareness. Especially if you're someone watching these videos, you want to be really open-minded because, yeah, everything that I teach are things that nobody, if anybody taught it to me, I'm going to reference them in the video, but everything else is just things that I've learned through watching energy, just through watching it. And I always encourage people, like, don't just listen to me, like, try out the things that I talk about, take the advice, use the theories. And what I did is I would theorize and I would actually test things out in my life. Okay, if this concept is really true, then I'm going to be able to do certain things. And then it's like the law of gravity. It's like you can rely on that, law. You can see for yourself if they work. So that's just a general blanket statement for all the things I talk about here. But here I'm going to be talking about, yeah, like your energy is the soul identity that you are, which has gifts, it has abilities. I believe every soul has what we call supernatural abilities. They're very natural to you actually, because what's not natural is thinking that you're not a soul. That's who you really are. That's who you really are. Like, that, like, you're gonna die. You've seen death in some capacity in your life. You know that there's something in you that won't always be here in this physical body. So what is that? I know I have a band-aid on, but what is that? And get curious about that, because that is the determiner, what's the word? What determines so many aspects of the physical life that you live. And you want to have a beautiful physical life. You want to have a happy physical life. You want to enjoy the life that you're living while you are this person, right? You don't want to necessarily have to come back again. Though, isn't that a funny thing to think about? Like, I'll just come back as a bird, God. Like, I'm just kidding. But I think you're definitely meant to do something on this earth, and that's why you're here. So let's get into the problems that can be in your energy causing problems at other levels. So problems in your energy are always negative energy. That's always the problem causer. And negative energy causes problems in your body. It's the cause of problems in your mental health. It's the cause of problems in your reality. And therefore, by eliminating negative energy inside of you, you can solve those problems on those other levels much faster and easier, because you're actually working with the root cause of the problem. So what is negative energy? Negative energy is basically, um, it's an it's something that, funnily enough, it doesn't even exist. It's not something that is real. It is the absence of what does exist, which is the light. Light energy is real. Light energy, or positive energy, is also known as love. It is also indestructible, which is why it's always worthwhile being positive, being optimistic, creating love, creating light, complimenting people, doing things that are kind for the world, being good to yourself. Literally any positive energy that you ever create, ever, doing positive affirmations, gratitude, whatever it is, healthy habits, being fearless in any capacity is also the same as love. Love and fearlessness are the same. Anytime you face a fear, what you're doing is you're creating an energy that is indestructible. You're creating something that will last forever. And when you look back on your life, you're going to notice the love first. That's what you're always going to see. You're going to think of the people that you love. When you die, that's what you're going to think about. And that's because those are the things that are real. Anything that is love is real and eternal. Negative energy is the opposite. Negative energy is the absence of that. So energetically, it's not something that even really exists, is the funny part. It's more like a cloud, or like sort of like kind of like a vacuum, sort of, that it's like the absence of light. It's like a shadow. Here in the physical world, we have shadow. You can actually see some shadows right there. There we go. The physical world has shadows, but let me ask you, does the shadow exist? Do you see what I mean? So we have elements of the energy world in our physical world that teach us about it. Okay, the shadow isn't something you can ever really grasp onto. You can't find it really. I mean, you can see it, but it's not real if you tried to, like, you know what I mean? What it is just the absence of light, right? The light is real. And the light always overcomes the darkness, because you can shine a light in a like a flashlight in a dark room. Wherever you shine it, it will overcome the dark. So that's the same with energy. And the dark doesn't it itself exist, just the absence of something. So that's something to know about all the negative blocks that you're dealing with, is that they're not actually there, and they're more like just the void or the absence of something that could be there, something positive that could potentially come to life in you. And negative energy is, all energy is beliefs, and they're like little beings. So I actually have, oh my God, this is perfect. I got these hair clips. I didn't realize till this moment that they are great for demonstrating this. So positive energy is like, it's light, right? But it's like a positive belief. That's what it is. And they're literally kind of like this. They're like little creatures, and they can look like this. They can look like lots of different things. Negative energy is usually pretty gross, and kind of like, it reminds me a lot of like bacteria, or I don't know, sometimes it's really weird. It just has like fangs, or it's just like, they can be really creepy. And so there we go. This is, how serendipitous is this? No coincidences, right? So I guess I was meant to do this video. So yeah, they can be creepy little motherfuckers like this. And this itself, like, this is actually not unlike what I've seen in people's energy. So something like this can be like, let's say in your throat chakra, like going like this. And so you're like telling somebody, like, I feel like I have a block in my throat chakra. And literally I will look at your energy and see something like this. And I'm like, yeah, you do. And then the worst thing I ever hear is people going like, no, I think I'm not gonna get it cleared. I'm not gonna work with you. And I'm like, I just don't want you to walk away with that in you. But it's because people can't see them that you don't realize how real that is. Like, so anyway, if you could see it, I mean, that's why we spend so much money on our physical body and appearance, because we can see it. But I want you to know that your energy is just as real and deserves your attention and your investment, because of how much it impacts your life. Imagine living your life and just walking around like this. And yeah, that's why eventually you just kind of get to your wit's end with energy blocks. You're like, I just can't stand it anymore. And then, you finally do something about it. But why even wait, if you know it's there? So they are like little beings. Both positive and negative energies are like beings. They're like little creatures. Obviously the light ones are cute, and you know, beautiful and lovely and angelic and all those things. But they are like little creatures like this, and just like this, they have a physical shape, size, you know, they are in a specific place inside of you. And the belief itself will be, if it's a negative energy, a negative belief, positive belief. And the negative energy, or the negative belief, you can think of any negative belief right now, right? Like, I'm not good enough. That's one that I see a lot in clients. So this could be, let's just say I'm not good enough, okay? And it's basically like a little creature, and all it believes is I'm not good enough. Like, it's saying it like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good. And it repeats it over, it's just, it is that belief, right? And is with the negative is in quotation marks because it's not actually real. It's, remember, a void of something. So, but you could have this like hanging out. Where can I clip it? I'm not good enough maybe might be in your heart chakra. So I'll just put it right here. Like, I don't mind looking silly as long as you learn. Okay, so that just hangs out, you know? And the positive are the opposite. They are lovely and beautiful, and they are positive beliefs. It's a little creature that is the positive belief. So let's say it's, I am loved, you know? So you can also alternatively, I'm just gonna put this like maybe on my crown chakra. So there we go. Isn't this fun, you guys? So you can have, like, this is why some people kind of have a lightness or an aura to them that's beautiful, because they can literally have these beautiful angelic energies slash beliefs inside of them, right? That light you up. But let's talk about the blocks. Okay, let's talk about these negative beliefs and what these are. So I know it looks really good, but I'm just gonna start explaining. So the negative beliefs are, or the negative energies are negative beliefs. They're specific beliefs. So the way you know what negative energies you have inside of you specifically is to simply ask yourself, what do I believe that's negative? Like, you can ask yourself right now, what are some negative beliefs that I know I have? And some people call these limiting beliefs. I just use negative because it's easy to explain negative energy, negative belief. But yeah, what are the things that you tell yourself or you hear repeating in your mind all the time that are negative about yourself, about the world, about life, about what you're capable of? And the reason why you are hearing those voices is only because one of these, or several of them, many of them are inside of you. They're hanging out just like this. And what I do with Energy Queen Alchemy is I combine a positive energy with a negative energy. They can't exist in the same space. Remember, this is like a void. So this basically fills it in and dissolves it, right? And you will come out of sessions, my clients come out of sessions because it happens instantly, telling me I don't believe those negative beliefs anymore. Like, I just don't. I don't even know where they went. And people are shocked that their beliefs can change so quickly. But it's because I got rid of it. This is the belief. This is what the block is. So that's one really important thing to know about energy blocks of any kind, is that they're not just random negative energy ever. They are a specific negative belief always. So to know what they are, you just ask yourself, and you will know yourself pretty well. You'll ask yourself, what do I believe that is negative? And that's how you know what is specifically inside of you. You can also sit still with your energy and feel, where is the block? Like, a lot of people know it's in my sacral chakra, or it's in my throat chakra, or it's in my heart chakra. How do you know? What these cause, like I was telling you, they cause problems on all levels. So you will not only have, for example, this sitting in your heart chakra, you're going to have trouble breathing. You're going to have, tension in those muscles around there. You're going to have an inability to give or receive love, depending on if it's in the front of your chakra, which is about giving, or the back of your chakra, which is about receiving. And you're also going to look at your life and be like, it's hard for me to, give and receive love. I think I already said that. So you will know, right? And so these cause lots of problems. It's not just about, oh, I believe negative stuff, whatever. They cause health problems, they cause anxiety problems, mental health problems, they cause um, inability to take action. You know, when you have doubt and fear, that's what negative beliefs are as well. Doubt, fear, that's right here. So, you know, when they get taken out of you, you're so free to do so many things. And you're not only lighter um, in your beliefs and your perspective, but you are able to take action, which changes your life. You are healthier. A lot of times in my sessions, people's muscles will like literally let go in the session. A lot of times, muscles you don't even realize you were holding on to release, and your health can get better. Your life can change. Your ability to receive love, give love can change. Um, Meaning, I mean, just with this example, like a lot of times my clients meet new people, they have new love interests, like right after working with me, even if they haven't for years, because, yeah, because like it literally, your energy creates your life. So it's like you will manifest different things instantly. And so these are a problem. And this is what a lot of people talk to me about when they say, oh, Jay, I want to work with you. And I want to talk to you about what this is doing beyond what you might already know. So one thing to know about negative beliefs is that they don't just, I mean, they do just sit there and kind of mess up your life, but they also fight you evicting them. I don't know if you knew this, but if you try to start doing things to make your life more positive and get rid of these specifically, they will basically be like, you can't afford it. It won't even work. There's more important things for you to be thinking about right now, and this doesn't matter, and you shouldn't be doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And they will literally just say whatever. And the crazy part, you guys, is that the problem and the mistake that you can make that I don't want you to make is thinking that whatever doubt comes up in the way of you getting your energy cleared, literally getting these taken out of your system, is that you think that the argument that is stopping you from getting that work done is right, is helping you, and is logical. I want to tell you something very different from that, which is the truth that I've learned from working with thousands of people, from getting work myself, from watching how this unfolds. And that's that these will tell you basically any lie as long as it gets to stay inside of you. And I want you to really think about that. It will literally tell you anything. It will tell you your hair is blue. It will tell you, I don't know, it will tell you you're God. It will tell you you're, I don't know, a cat. It will tell you like just literally any random lie. It will tell, I guess you're God. That's not a lie. Like we are a spark of God. But it will just tell you like you are lotion. You are, I don't know, you are 80 years old and you're not. It will tell you anything, literally anything. The only thing it cares about is being inside of you. Because think about it. If you, for example, get a session with me, you get this cleared, well, it just doesn't, it's not there. So they literally fight. They will literally be really sneaky and really tricky, and they will try to tell you you can't for so many reasons. And the most convincing reason I've found people believe is I can't afford it. But if you even fight back against that belief, you try to expand your belief, maybe I can't afford it, it will come up with something else. But what I've seen with my clients is that it will come up with anything. Like it's not even logical is the crazy part. It just appears logical sometimes. So for example, I can't afford it is the number one reason people tell me they're not going to get things like this taken out. And I'm like, okay, but you came to me and you wanted it taken out. So I know that you decided that you wanted, you know, these things out of you. You want that positive change in your life. And so to not let these make the decision, because obviously they don't want to be eliminated, is to understand that when you get work on your energy, it is a different kind of investment than, let's say, getting a facial. I compare my work a lot to getting a facial because it's like literally extracting, you know, impurities basically, but for your soul. But the thing is, this is a different kind of investment because it's not about clearer skin, it's about a clearer soul. So don't you think that there would be energetic support for you to have that happen? Don't you think the world is wired to support you? And that if you decide, since you have free will, that I want to get this out of me and I want to become a stronger light in the world, I want to impact the world with my positivity, I want to change people's lives, I want to be the light that God created me to be, don't you think that God would provide a way to make that happen? And I want to tell you something very powerful, that all the investments that I have made in my energy, I mean, most of them, I didn't even have the money when I said yes, but I knew that it was the thing I needed. So I said yes. And then the person always worked out a payment plan with me. Even if I didn't think I could do the payment plan, I made myself be able to do it. I made it happen. I prayed about it. You know, it's really just the negative belief trying to convince you that you can't do something, when the truth is you can, especially if it's something going to benefit you and the world, energetically, spiritually. Of course, there's infinite support for you to be able to do that. It's really your yes that is the decider. And so it's basically, are you going to let this make your decision, or are you going to make the decision? Because if you actually examine more closely the negative beliefs that it gives you, for example, again, the classic, I can't afford it. If you really look closely at I can't afford it, if you really look at the number, if you really look at all the possible things you could do to afford it, if you really look at maybe the payment plan being offered to you, if you look at, I mean, even the fact that God exists and you could pray for a solution, like, why do you think God couldn't provide a solution? I haven't said this yet, but I did a video on money the other day. And one thing I would add to that is, or it's called Energetic Wealth Creation. That's the title of the video. But what I wanted to add to that is you could actually make the word money synonymous with God. Money is a way for God to bless you. God can bless you in various ways. Money itself doesn't exist. It's the spirit of God. That is the spirit of money. Don't you think that God could provide something for you if it's something that could benefit you and would benefit other people? And I'll tell you, everybody who has ever said yes to me, even if they didn't have the money, had the money somehow. It just happens. It just works. But they had to have a solid yes. It really is about choice when you're getting rid of these things. It really, really is. So I think I'm going to end this here. There's obviously so much, well, maybe I don't know if it's obvious, but there's so much more to say about this. And, getting your energy cleared, getting these dissolved, as far as I know, is the best way to get rid of them, because, for several reasons, because they aren't just, this was such a simple example, but these things can be in you at this size, gigantic. Your soul is not just here. Your soul is your aura as well. Your soul is this aura, it extends beyond you. It is protection. It absorbs negativity sometimes to protect you. It needs to be cleared out. And when I work with people, it's never just this is literally one thing, and I dissolve thousands of these in one session, and I still work on myself every day, and I'm still clearing gigantic things, because your energy exists in layers of different frequencies. So even if you have awareness at all that there's a block, it's like having a gigantic zit, or it's like having a gigantic symptom in your body. You have to pay attention to it now, because it can really start causing problems if you're aware and you're not doing anything. But for energetic health, ongoing, I cleared thousands of energies from myself every single day. You have no idea how deep your energy goes. So it's start the process is what I'm saying. If there's something obvious, it's really important to get rid of that, so that you can end up going deeper and deeper as your life goes on. Because if you're just waiting on this, then I feel like things aren't really going to change for quite a while. And you're only here for a limited time on earth. So, you need to bring your light into the world. You need to do the things that you're going to do. And I'm somebody who kind of speaks a specific language. And if I'm speaking your language, then you can book a free consult with me. I'm still doing them right now. And if you're interested in knowing more about my work, you can email me. I'll put those in the description. But you can also comment any questions you have about any of this here. I'm so happy to provide answers and to help you out. And thanks for watching. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Have a good day, guys.